we have Leonard here. I bring you guys and gals Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary. We're here, we're live. Season 2, episode 8 or episode 18 overall. What is up, guys? We're gonna hop into this. My understanding, we are starting a new arc. I'm excited. I will not state what I kind of know. I don't really know much, but I saw the trailer, so I have a general idea of where this will be taking place. But nonetheless, we're gonna hop into this. But I did see the trailer, guys. It was like only a minute, but yeah. We're gonna begin. Smash that like button, everyone, is greatly appreciated. And I'm looking forward to seeing my new... by the way, remember like last season? If you told me Jougorou and Osanai getting back together, I would have told you I don't stand for this toxicity. You talk to me now after the stuff we saw with Udino and like the coming back together and the... I'm all in, guys. I'm all in. I ship it. We're backing on the ship. We support toxicity. Because they're going to be toxic. At least they talk to each other. Because Jugorou was in a perfectly functional relationship. Except he wasn't. Because she was cheating on him with 3 people. And she wasn't the worst one. Because he didn't care. This boy was so obsessed with being normal. He didn't love her. He didn't care about her. He didn't care that she was sleeping potentially. Or I shouldn't say sleeping. But that she was seeing other people behind his back, and he was just like, okay, like, what about the pasta? And she's like, what is wrong with you psychopath? So Jougoro's cooked. He has problems. Osanai wouldn't even like hold hands with Udino, wouldn't show feelings towards Udino. Decided to destroy his whole life because he tried to kiss her because he was like, dang, we have been together for almost a year and you haven't shown me a single sign of affection. Not that it was right, but you kind of can't blame Udino. And she destroyed his life over it. Osanai is toxic. Jougorou is toxic. So these two deserve each other in their toxicity. Because as Osanai said very clearly, if I were to leave this town, I'm sure there are other people out there who are better than you. But as long as I'm here, I guess you're the best that I can do. So therefore, let's stay together. And Jogorou's over here just like, yeah. It's like you can't make it up. You really can't make it up. Oh my gosh, the toxicity. I think that Osanai is more toxic than Jugorou, but I think Jugorou has problems. Which we already know, but I think Jogorou's problems are worse than Osanai. Because I think Osanai, we kind of have her pegged, and she's dangerous. Jogorou's a good guy, but Jugorou, there's something unsettling about Jugorou. Especially that smile he gave like a couple episodes ago. Jogorou's unsettling. Osanai, I'd be scared of her. But Jugorou unsettled me. Can I be honest? It was low-key sweet because she said, tried to kiss me without asking first. I assume if he had asked, she would deny, but yet she still gave hope with that line. That is true, she did. But let's be real, she was never going to kiss him. But the issue is not the fact that he wanted to kiss, it's the fact that he tried to assert his dominance because he was on like a high. He was on this whole like, oh yeah, everything's working out for me. I'm going to assert my dominance. I was like, nah, man, you don't do that, Osanai. So I don't blame Osanai there. However, a normal person will not decide to completely kill and crush his whole man's career just because of the kiss. And she admitted to it in the last episode, essentially. It was because of the kiss. We suspected it, but it's confirmed. Novels confirm it as well. It's actually crazy when you think about it. And I'm not saying that I support what Udino was doing, because honestly, Udino was being dumb in that situation, and I believe in consent. However, you gotta also admit, it's just like, Osanai, she gave him nothing, guys, for a year. But he didn't take the hint. He was insecure because he was jealous of Kengo. He was, yes. And getting that added, and Sarah goaded for that as well with the... We talked about this in the last stream. Not during the reaction video, so I apologize, guys. This is why I gotta go on Twitch. Again, link in the description box down below. We're doing my live reactions, because we talk more on Twitch. But, getting some insight from Sarah with regards to the novel is the fact that he was insecure. He would see Kengo and her having those, like, interactions, like, we'd kind of see. And he was just, like, all jealous. Which is also why he was extra defiant towards Kengo. Was interesting. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Ken go solos. That's what he's Ken Goat. Favorite character. Anyway, guys, sorry, I've been talking for too long. I went on a tangent. I intend to be like right into the episode in 2 minutes, and then I go on a tangent because of the toxicity. But anyway, we're going to begin. Smash that like button, everyone. We're going to start this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I mean, honestly, this show just makes me, in some respects, I enjoy this show because it makes you think. It always has a twist where I'm just like, dang, I didn't expect that. The characters are interesting. And honestly, in some respects, this show is just hilarious. It's not trying to be hilarious, but it's honestly just funny. Knife cut greater than Kengo. Can we just, for a second, also acknowledge it's not fair to clown Kengo because, like, she had a weapon. So that is not fair to clown Kengo. However, when it happened, I'm not going to lie, when we see Kengo and Jougorou going up against these girls, and then literally, we don't get to see it, but all we hear is that Kengo got stabbed, I couldn't help but laugh. I really couldn't. It just, because I was just like, dang, it actually escalated to that level. I didn't think Kengo, and we know Jugorou wasn't doing anything. We know Jugorou was not doing anything necessarily. As here he tried to go in and help, and Kengo over here just got stabbed. I was like, dang. And the fact that it was off screen, oh my god. That's true, you did get into the novel because of the off screen. The heck? Oh shoot, Jugorou! Wait, what the? Is that Jugorou? Yo, he got messed up! Oh, you were not kidding. Okay, the trailer does not make it seem that bad. Yo, he got really messed up. Oh my gosh. Cracked ribs on your right side and a broken femur. And he has to get surgery? Whoa! Nah, he did. Okay, we're getting the flashback. Now here's my question. Were they targeting Jugorou? Oh, nah! Oh, were they going for Osanai? Jugorou! She's like, oh man! Oh shoot, Jugorou! No! Yo! No, I did notice that she pouts when he gets hit. She gets hit. She's like, bro, why did you do that? And then she sees him just get completely destroyed. Wait, so, hey, you guys don't have to answer this if it's a spoiler. Were they aiming for Jugorou? And Osanai was just going to be collateral damage? Or were they aiming for Osanai? Oh? Oh, the actual newspaper. Yes. And then she put two and two together probably. Man, where's Osanai? Bro. Oh, he doesn't remember anything, true. Yo, it's just like, dang. She was like, nah, Osanai tried to kill this man. I saw in my own two eyes. That's her reputation, but the fact that she was like, dang. I think she actually killed him. Oh, Kengo. This sucks. So they got away? Will they? Oh, man. Dang, Kengo's like, dang. Are we finally getting to the heart of it? Huh? So just as a reminder, guys, Kengo and Jogo did not go to the same middle school. They knew each other in elementary school, which is why Kengo was shocked at how Jugorou has changed. And we know he changed because of the middle school incident. Huh? Huh? Yo! Oh no. Apparently. Bro, Jogoro. Jogoro's struggling. Can't go, don't get involved. Don't get involved. Aye. Guys, I feel really bad right now for Jogoro. You thought Osanai was dead? And he's out. I love how they're showing this from his perspective. He's really in and out. The cracked ribs. By the way, where's Osanai? Thanks. I'm sorry. I'll have no mercy on the driver. Osanai's ready! Osanai's ready. That's what I was waiting for. I was like, Osanai should be on the move. That's why we don't see her. Oh, I'd love to see it. I will have no mercy. Oh, Osanai kills him. She going for the kill indeed. You know what I think happens? My general assumption, knowing nothing, or guess, is that something happens to Hisaka. Jogoro does his best to try and help Hisaka. by coming up and figuring out who was the culprit. But doing so doesn't actually help Hisaka. It actually just makes his life worse. And Jugorou feels regret because of this. So he got into the car accident, and then therefore he can no longer play. Now, no one wants to see someone who's injured, sadly. They're fake. And you see again Jogoro just being so intrigued by what is happening. Hisaka. I see Hisaka. I think Hisoka. So now he's investigating. James, facts. Toshikani. Tatakai. Tatakai. Oh, that's good. I think. So there's a rumor going on that he's in like bad shape. He's not as bad as people are saying. Oh gosh, Tokiko. Oh. By the way, sir, I saw your message. He's imitating it. He's thinking like what's happened. Good point. No, guys, 100%. Someone was trying to kill Jogoro, and you saw the text. Like, I remember seeing the text. Someone clearly has a vendetta and is tied to this incident. It's tied to Jogoro getting involved in this whole entire thing. Uh, uh. Hmm. So is Ushio. James, I can firmly say because I've been hit by a car. I got hit by a car, flipped, flew, crashed on the ground. I'm still good till this day. But I was messed up for a good month. Thank you. Exactly. This is what I'm thinking. Exactly. And yes, if you get hit by a car, you do not see who is driving. Yeah, I got hit by a car when I was in 10th grade. One of the worst moments ever. I did get Jougorou. And my shoes blew off my feet. That was craziest part. My friend saw it, he was like, your shoes literally just went like... Mm. Mm. Did you really? Y'all would have been like, none of your business. Very specific, right? Very specific that you seem to know that. What's a K car? I gotta ask that. You think? He's the Joker was just like, tell me more. And by the way, Joker does not care about the classmate. Jugorou does not care about the classmate. He cares about the mystery, the intrigue. What is this OST? So I love when Jugorou puts himself in the place of the person. Bro, and then they dipped. Oh, he saw the face. Bro, Jugorou, chill. Jugorou, chill. He's too excited. And he's still smiling, guys. So all this, he's still smiling. No, I'd be perfectly guarded. Nope. I don't think Hisako was alone. Hisako was not alone. It's kind of like Osanai. She was probably a first year. Yo, he's really thinking this through. By the way, I could be crazy. What if it was Osanai? It's not, but I'm just throwing things out there. I know it's not Osanai. Wouldn't make sense. What the heck? It was Osanai! I'm stupid! Whoa! I was honestly just throwing it out there. It was Osanai. Big brain. Do I get credit for guessing Osanai, even though I didn't? Even though I was kind of like, I have no way to back it up. I'm giving myself credit. I don't care what you guys say on Twitch. After almost being hit 2 times by a car, I'd go rumble on the road if I was Osanai. If I'm Osanai, I'd be like the same person again trying to take me out. By the way, the question is now, because the reason I didn't think it was Osanai, I thought that this guy was romantically involved with someone. He was seeing them on the side secretly and didn't want people to know. That was just my assumption because the girl just not being mentioned and all this other stuff. Half credit, 75% credit. So now my question is, does Osanai have any romantic dealings with this guy? Like, what's her relationship with him? And of course it makes sense that this is how Osanai and Jugorou end up meeting. I'll give you half credit as well because you backed out. I just didn't have any way to substantiate the evidence. I want 75% credit. I knew in my heart, I was like, it would be kind of crazy. Girl disappears. And I'm just like, it could be Osanai. And that would connect it. But I was like, what are the odds that Osanai, because I'm thinking romantic development. I'm like, what are the odds that, what is this? Crunchyroll, why are you trash? You give me 25% credit? James, you're banned. Get out. Get out. I literally said Osanai's name. And then I was thinking live as I'm reacting to it. And I was just like, but I don't really have any way to really substantiate it. No. Osanai was just there and almost became a casualty. So I was trying to figure out like what could have connected Osanai to him and why this is happening. And trying to, that's why I was like, maybe not Osanai. But from the way they were describing it, I was just like, it would be pretty fitting if this was Osanai. Osanai was the girl. It would also connect how her and Jugorou end up meeting. I didn't think they were actually going to do it because I started thinking too deeply about the connection between the guy, Hisaka, and the girl. By the way, I'm telling you, if I was Osanai, I'd be so angry. You have no idea. To have almost been hit the first time, fine. But the fact that now your boyfriend gets hit and it's potentially the same person, I would honestly, or it's connected to middle school in some way, I would absolutely just lose my mind. That is crazy. So anyway, we're done here. Again, she could be connected to Hisaka, but either way, now she's invested in finding the culprit. Agreed. Huh, good episode. I actually thoroughly enjoyed. I will just say this, and again, this is why, I guess good job on the trailers part. I was going to say, like, guys, I'm not going to be, like, super shocked to see Jugorou in the hospital because I saw the trailer. That's what I wanted to say in the beginning of the reaction. But when you see the trailer, you just see Jugorou chilling there with a little bandage. And I'm just like, oh, Jogorou's just, like, roughed up or whatever. And then afterwards, like, someone told me, like, yeah, he hurt his leg. Seeing this, I was like, Jugorou almost died. It's not like the car was trying to avoid him and scare. Like, no, this car actively tried to kill Jugorou. I was not ready to see Jugorou bloodied up in the first part of the episode and hear about the cracked ribs and all this stuff. So I was like, and the broken femur, surgery. I was like, Jugorou literally almost died and I feel so awful. And then Jugorou went full on creep mode in middle school and I was just like, dang, Jugorou, what were you on? Oh, gosh. Anyway, we're going to end this here. Jugorou is definitely struggling. Like, you saw, like, how many times he was struggling, trying to get the pain, and then, like, blacking in and out. That was rough. And Kengo proving to be the GOAT once again, first one to visit. It's true. Kengo got to him before Osanai did. And we know Osanai's probably, like, scorched the earth right now trying to find who this person is. But, yeah, Kengo, as always, I keep saying this, is just, he's a true friend. Kengo is a true friend through and through. Caring about Jugorou, even going all the way back to episode 2 when he invited Jugorou over to the house. He didn't have to do that. And, like, trying to, like, see, like, what caused my friend to change? Like, what's happening here? Heck, him and Jugorou 2v'd many, a whole squad of women, and Kengo got stabbed. He got stabbed for Jugorou. He lost the newspaper club not for Jugorou, but you know what I'm trying to say. Kengo's a real one. Anyway, guys, like the video if you like the video, subscribe if you like my content. It is greatly appreciated as always. And again, please comment. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you think is responsible for the crime? Do you think, like I am, that Hirata, if that's his name correctly, if in fact he does later on try to commit suicide, do you think it's connected to this incident and the fact that Jugorou, perhaps by getting too overly involved, actually inconvenienced him and caused pain, as opposed to, oh, I solved it. Yes, everyone. Yeah, we did it. Not realizing that, like, you solved it, but at what cost? I am curious about that, and I'm wondering if you guys feel the same likewise. So on that note, again, like, subscribe. I'm out. Peace. Have a nice day.